One of Ukraine's most senior agriculture officials has told ITV News there'll be a global catastrophe if food exports aren't restarted within days. The grain the country produces feeds millions of people across the world, but it's currently blockaded, with Western countries accusing Russia of holding the world to ransom. Ukraine produces more than 12% of the world's wheat. 22 million tonnes of grain is currently trapped inside the country. Most of it would normally be shipped from Black Sea ports, but Odessa and Mykolaiv are blockaded by the Russian Navy. And ports like Mariupol to the east are now under direct Russian control. Some crops do cross land borders on lorries, but it's far less efficient. From Ukraine, Lucy Watson reports on the growing crisis.
What grows in the fields of Ukraine feeds 400 million people around the world, with wheat, barley, rye and corn. But the agricultural industry is being hit from every angle by the Russians, the target of a planned systemic attack on food production.
They destroyed our house, they destroyed our future. It was a disaster.
Tatiana has lost 50% of her farmland to the Russians in this war.
We only want to work, to do our job, and to have people receive food.
But their piles of produce are stuck. Birds, the only beneficiaries of food supplies destined for Asia, because routes to export have been choked.
Our grain is normally taken to the ports via the railway. Right now we cannot move it because the power lines have been blown up and the bridge further down the track has been bombed.
The surrounding fields, vital for cultivation, have been scattered with dangers, and the missiles that litter this farm have destroyed crop stores.
There are 8,000 tonnes of corn just lying here waiting to be exported. Much of it will just rot. There's nowhere to store it, there's nowhere to send it, and there's no way of getting it out to other parts of the world.
Even if this corn gets to Ukraine's ports, it can't go any further because of Russia's blockade of the Black Sea.
I believe that Russia has deliberately made a bet on the food crisis, to increase the dependence of other countries on themselves and to make access to food another factor of pressure in global politics.
And time is running out to resolve it.
Actually, we have no more than 1 month. North Africa, Middle East, Southeast Asia, they don't produce enough food. They are dependent on import. Millions of people with hunger all over the world will need the food, and it's going to be just wasted inside of one country.
Ukraine's farming is at a standstill. This war sowing the seeds of a global hunger crisis. Lucy Watson, ITV News in the Kyiv region, Ukraine.